The 2013 to 2015 Lexus RX. This SUV is technically part of the third generation Lexus RX model. However, for 2013 to 2015, the vehicle got redesigned, refreshed. So you're getting an old school product, but with the new modern styling with that spindle grille, the new headlights, etc. I feel like this is a pretty great product for many people shopping in the used car market. You can get these things, really clean examples with less than 50,000, less than 40,000 miles in the $20,000 range. And I just think that's really fantastic. You can drive around in this and nobody's going to call this an old clapped out Lexus. Still looks new, still looks fresh. So let's go ahead, get into the video. I'll start out with the basic specs so you can get a good idea. Then I'll talk about some interesting facts regarding this RX. And finally, I'll end off with the various model year changes that happened between 2013 to 2015. Okay, so you're able to get this SUV in either the 350 or the 450h hybrid model. In my personal opinion, I wouldn't really recommend getting the hybrid, especially if you're buying this used with no warranty. I just wouldn't play with it. I just don't really see the real benefit with it, but let's go through it here. The RX 350, it's going to come with that 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine producing 270 horsepower and 248 pounds-feet of torque. And Lexus does state that these performance numbers were met and achieved while using 87 octane regular fuel. So you can use regular fuel with the 2013 to 2015 RX 350. But with the 450h, I did notice on the spec sheet that you had to utilize premium fuel. At least that's what they recommend with the 450h models. And it's pretty much the exact same performance. It's about the same 0 to 60 time, around 7.8 seconds for both vehicles. Now the 350 was available with both front wheel drive and all wheel drive. Plus, the thing to note between these model years is they introduced the F Sport model as well. That's all new. That's the big highlight, and I'm going to talk about that in great detail a little bit later. But for right now, regarding fuel economy, the F Sport model for the 350 anyway, that got the best fuel economy because the regular RX 350s came with that 6-speed automatic transmission. However, if you got the F Sport, it came with a new 8-speed automatic. The F Sport also only comes in all-wheel drive as well, but despite that, it has the best fuel economy with 26 mpg out on the highway. However, all of the RX 350s, front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, F Sport, they all get 18 mpg in the city. The main highlight with that 450h is you do get 30 plus mpg in the city, but the highway mpg is about the same as the regular 350 model. So that's what I'm saying. In the used car market, I really don't see the point in buying the 450. Sure, it's nice getting 30 mpg, but it's not necessary. I would rather have the simplicity of owning a regular 350 model. These SUVs came with a coefficient of drag of 0.33 at a top speed of around 112 miles per hour. The suspension setup was a McPherson strut suspension in the front and a double wishbone setup in the rear. Standard wheel size was 18 inches and it was 19 inches if you got the F Sport model. Curb weight for the RX 350 ranged between 4,340 pounds and 4,510 pounds if you got the all-wheel drive. These SUVs can tow up to 3,500 pounds, and in total, the RX 350 of 2013 to 2015 had an overall length of 187.8 inches, so it's really not a massive SUV. You can easily fit it inside of a garage, and the wheelbase was 107.9 inches with the ground clearance of around 7.3 inches. All right, those are the basic specs that I wanted to cover regarding this SUV. Now let's go more in depth regarding the F Sport because that's what's all new here for this third generation RX 350. It's never been done before. They just introduced this in 2013, and one of the things I just got done saying was these F Sport models, they only come in all-wheel drive and it comes with a 8-speed automatic transmission. You also get the 19-inch wheels and you get F Sport tuned suspension. Okay, so let's take this one step at a time. The new F Sport 8-speed automatic, it's going to come with paddle shifters with the steering wheel, and Lexus is saying that it yields quick shifting response with help from a miniature high-flow linear solenoids that allow more precise clutch operation. The torque converter uses a low-speed lockup damper to enable lockup from 1st to 8th gear to help improve the fuel economy. Also, the F Sport is going to come with electronically controlled active torque control all-wheel drive system, and this active torque control all-wheel drive, it's going to use an electronically controlled coupling ahead of the rear differential to vary torque distribution from 100% power to the front or 50-50 front and rear power, and this is going to depend on the driving dynamics and the road conditions. Now, with this all new F Sport model, the suspension is going to be firmer. The unique lateral performance damper system absorbs and minimizes the body vibrations, resulting in a more linear steering feel while improving the ride comfort. Now, this is what Lexus claims. However, Edmunds back in 2013, when they did their testing, they were not too fond of the F Sport. They said that it rode way too firm and there was actually no real performance gains. In fact, somehow, some way, the regular RX performed better on their track compared to the F Sport. Now, granted, you should take what these mainstream media journalists say with a grain of salt. Sure, they do all of this testing and lap times, all that good stuff, and keep that in the back of your mind, but I would suggest you go out and test drive these vehicles for yourself, because in my experience with most F Sport products, it hardly does anything. It helps out certain vehicles more than others, but by no means have I ever noticed the F Sport being totally detrimental and ruining a Lexus product. I've never experienced that before, but that's going to be on you. You should test it out for yourself. Granted, the F Sport is pretty rare to get and it's not really necessary, but I will say this, F Sport Lexus products seem to be a lot more desirable in the used car market. They seem to hold their value just a tad bit better, and they seem to sell a tad bit quicker as well, so it can certainly help out with your resale. But once again, totally not necessary. Even the 8-speed automatic, I wouldn't be too bothered by that. The regular 6-speed reacts just fine. And I also want to take the time to highlight what's new with the 2013 Lexus RX as well compared to the 2012 and the other previous model years. The 2013 models came with new colors like the claret mica, the silver lining metallic, fire agate, and deep sea mica. These were the 4 new color choices. Plus, the 2013 models also came with the power back door. That was new, as well as black bird's eye maple wood trim, some contrast stitching for the center console, a digital power amplifier for the 9-speaker premium audio system. That was also new, starting with 2013. And you had the premium package, the luxury package, and the comfort package that you can tack on during this time. Actually, there's even more packages. I'm sorry. There's the navigation package, a display audio with backup monitor package. You had an entertainment package as well for the rear seats, towing package, sport appearance package, which gave you the 19-inch wheels and F Sport bumper, but it wasn't the full F Sport package. The premium package was nice because it came with blind spot monitoring, and you also had the power folding outside mirrors along with the roof rails. And all 3 of these things that I just mentioned, which come with the premium package, those were all new things in 2013. Blind spot, power folding mirrors, and roof rails. When you went with that navigation package, it came with Bluetooth, hands-free phone, and automatic phone book download capabilities. That was new in 2013, as well as the Lexus Enform 2.0 safety systems. HD radio, that was also new, and the display audio with backup monitor package, all of that was brand new for 2013. Came with a 7-inch screen. It came with the new 12-speaker upgraded premium audio system, the backup camera, the Bluetooth, the HD radio, and the remote controller. All of that was new in 2013. And finally, the F Sport we just went through in great detail. And some other interesting facts before we move on here, I just wanted to let you know the car did come with acoustic glass windshield to reduce noise. We had anti-chipping paint applied to the rocker panels and the wheel housing arch sections. There is a high level of rust protection with zinc plated steel on the hood, door, and front fenders. And the car also had UV reducing glass for all of the windows in the vehicle. And with that established, let's move on here and let's talk about what's new with the various model years. Okay, so we just finished talking about the 2013 model year. In 2014, the RX came with a few new changes. They introduced a 115-volt power outlet for the back seat. They also gave you a new safety feature, the brake priming to the pre-collision warning system. And finally, a Siri eyes-free feature as well for the newer iPhone users during that time. So that's all that was new in 2014. And in 2015, the last model year of the 3rd generation RX, okay, this car, this SUV, made the 7-inch display screen with the rear view backup camera standard. The LED headlights and the fog lights, they were now new options. And the remote touch knob, that got redesigned for better ergonomics. And they also introduced a crafted line series with the 2015 Lexus RX 350. And that's everything I wanted to share regarding the 2013 to 2015 Lexus RX. Once again, you can skip the F Sport if you want to. I would just go for one of the cleanest models that you can get. There's a few in the country. They're not crazy overpriced, but most likely you're going to be buying this with no warranty since it's like a 10-year-old vehicle at this point. And finding a certified pre-owned one, that's also probably going to be difficult. I don't think Lexus will certify a car this old as well. This is another reason why I just recommend going with a regular 350. But more importantly, let us know in the comment section, are you an owner of this late third generation RX with the spindle grille? How is it holding up for you? Do you enjoy it? Do you like driving it? Do you like the new upgraded features that this vehicle has to come with? But I appreciate everyone taking the time to stop by and watch this video. Make sure to click on this end screen here to see my next video.